that. You know, I can't sort of flirt particularly well anyway. I do haughty flirting, you know, when you sort of don't look at the person you like. I'm not particularly raunchy naturally. When I'm actually into the dance, I'm trying to sort of convey that I've got 2 A-levels and, you know, I sort of read The Independent, and I hope there's someone out there who can sort of see it behind all the coquettishness. You know, that I'm not, you know, a total air bubble, and I can think as well. So that's the sort of bloke I'm trying to appeal to, rather than the beer swillers.
How do you think you can appeal to him on that level, if you're holding your skirt over your head?
Telepathically. I'm trying to sort of send it out to the audience.
I'm not sure that everybody does look at me. I think they look at us as a whole, as a spectacle. I don't think people particularly look at individuals. But if they did, yes, I would. Yes, I'd enjoy that.
Do they not look at individual bottoms?
I don't know.
What do you think?
I don't know.
Would you like them to look at your bottom? Well, you flash your knickers.
I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't object, no.
I could quite happily be outrageous doing the shopping, but you can't because it's the wrong atmosphere and it's the wrong time and it's the wrong place. But if it's the right time and the right place, you can just swing into it, and it's wonderful because it's the Wild West, and it's every fantasy. You can get into it and you can do it, and somehow you don't feel self-conscious about doing it, or you don't feel awkward about doing it, because after all, you're only in fancy dress. You know, it's not really me. I'm not usually like this, but da 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 da. Skirts up.
Good. Knees up. Now look back over your shoulder. Much better. Out, in, up. I started dancing when I was about 3 years old. I can remember dancing at school and sort of being the best in the class, the one that did the main roles in the dancing displays. I never dreamt about being anything else. I was quite prepared to dedicate my life to it. 4, 5, 6. I went to a dance company in South London where I danced 2 professional ballets, but by which time I had met my husband. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I met my husband when I was 17 and fell in love, and there was nothing else for it. At that age, it's very hard to be told you have to wait. I wasn't prepared to wait, so we got married. Quicker! Quicker, quicker on the splits. But I tell you what, those bottoms are still different. I know we had the debate about whether or not the feet ought to be apart. They're meant to be apart, are they?
Which way do you go first? Because I never really think about it.
Which way do you swing it first?
When you jump, I'm just so relieved I've got this bit over and done with. I'm just thinking, oh God, here we go.
So when we're round this way, when we're doing the bottom wiggles, like some of you were still with your feet together, I think we established they should be apart.
Yeah,
they do look better apart. Right. I mean, I don't know what everybody else.
How is it the rest of it though?
Oh, they're meant to fine. It would be ever so nice. Some of you are getting this cross bit to the front, and that's ever so nice.
If I keep doing that, oh, here
it does look very, very nice. But others of you aren't doing it. You're just going round frontwards. It's much better if you go round frontwards and then cross over as you go past.
She's a nice girl, nice looking girl, a lot of prospects. Nice hair, everything about her is nice, I like her. I think I'm probably get hitched up with her, and who knows. I love her.
I thought he was gorgeous when I first saw him, you know. His blue eyes and his lovely haircut. as he was walking towards me, he had his head down, and he just looked up at me, and I just remember kind of being blinded almost. I mean, his eyes, you know, were just so bright. I think he was wearing a denim shirt, baggy ripped jeans, and his James Dean hairstyle. Must have went, what, you know? He's sort of my perfect-looking male, I suppose, really.
I think I am Rothschild or something.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it was love at first sight for me. I mean, he says it was for him, but I don't know. I hope so.
It's worth it, baby.
From the start, when I first mentioned that I did the Cancan, he sort of said, oh, you know, thought it sounded really awful and tarty or whatever. And so I sort of knew fairly quickly that he wouldn't like it, so I kind of avoided him seeing it.
It's just something I don't like her doing. And if I went to see it, I know I wouldn't like it, and we'd probably have an argument and upset her and upset her friends, and I just stay far away as possible, really. The Cancan's a good dance, you know, it's all for it, but I just don't want my little Xanthi to do it, really.
He thinks that I'm sort of coming on to all the men in the audience or something, you know, kind of provocative.
Okay, it's a very little cake.
What's your wish? What's your wish?
I wish to dispense with the colouring lights and bring back the dancing girls.
It's ridiculous.
I've never thought of it as being provocative till he mentioned it. It's just a dance. The only thing is that you are showing your underwear, but I mean, it's not like you see anything at all. It's not exactly revealing underwear or anything. He's just going to have to learn not to get upset by it, because I don't think that it's provocative, and I know most people don't. We've never been able to discuss it really sensibly, because it's always ended up with us just getting too emotional about it. But, I mean, if he said to me, oh, you have to choose between me and the Cancan, I mean, that would be a ridiculous thing to say. They're two completely different things. I took him out to dinner before we went to the Jazz Cafe, and then I got up and got ready and came down, and he sort of smiled at me because he thought I looked all right. And then I went over and I started dancing, and at the end of the first dance I looked at him and sort of could tell by his expression that he didn't think much of it, so it put me off a bit the second time that I danced. I was sort of holding my skirt a bit lower than usual, so...
I had a few drinks and temper got the best of me, and I just couldn't stand to see it. I just didn't like watching her do it, holding her dress down, not going for it enough. And she was only like that because I was there. And I knew if I wasn't there, she'd be going for it more, you know what I mean?
He just said, oh, I think it's disgusting, and got up and left, so...
If I wasn't there, I know for sure that she'd have had her dress up and she'd be waving her ass around, but she wasn't really doing it enough, kind of because I was there. And I didn't like that. If she's going to do the Cancan, she should do it properly, okay?
But then he doesn't want to see it again, so... I mean, he doesn't really like me doing it now.
Will he come to today's gig?
No, he's not coming today, no.
I had this argument. I said, Diana, this is Anthony's mother, but I don't think you should allow your daughter to do it. And I know for sure that I wouldn't let my daughter do something like that. I just don't think that it's, I wouldn't say I think it's wrong or anything like that. I wouldn't feel happy. I think it's flaunting herself, selling herself, you know. And I think it looks a bit cheap. I mean, the girls will hate me saying that, but I really think that's how I feel, okay? I suppose I'm a bit of a prude, but this is the way I feel, and it's the way I've been brought up, really.
There were coats and things on, and we were all shivering and cold and tired.
Over our knees.
We were wheelchairs. So we were looking on Joker. You were just like, morning. What you're going on about?
You won't see my people walking the street. I'm sitting everybody's street. Body in a hip, got long black wavy hair and a ruby red lip.
She's tough. Ooh, baby, she's tough. My baby's tough. She's rough and tough.
She's tough
Tough
enough.
enough.
Walk back cloud loses time. Walk back college, face loses mind.
She's tough. Ooh, baby, she's tough. My baby's tough. She's rough and tough.
She's
Tough enough.
We're not sex objects at all. We're just doing something I'm sure all women would love to do, but they don't have the opportunity to do it. It's not hot gossip, it's not pure titillation. It's a very traditional dance, but it's not outrageous or anything. I mean, our knickers come down. We're quite decent, really. I think the whole dance is raunchy, but it's almost a caricature of itself. I don't think you should take it too seriously. It's not the Bluebell Girls, you know, hit Paris. It's not that at all.
I wouldn't see it as any more teasing than if I dress nicely when I go to a pub. I don't think if I'm wearing something revealing that I'm teasing someone. If they see it as being me teasing them, then it's their problem.
I tend to assume that people see it as a fun thing. I mean, we wear so many clothes, I don't really see how you could see it as being sexy. I mean, we wear sort of 10 layers of sort of underclothes and then dresses and gloves and, you know, the whole thing. So, I don't know, I don't necessarily feel that it's provocative.
No, it's not degrading to women at all. Any more than wearing a mini skirt's degrading, or tight jumpers degrading, or caring about being a woman's degrading. If you care about being a woman and you find that degrading, well, I think that's a bit of a problem.
The feminist side of me, you know, sort of the thinking part of me, doesn't like that aspect of it, that it's traditionally a sort of sexist thing to do, to actually get up on stage and flaunt your body. But the other side of it is that I'm not actually feeling like that. I'm not actually feeling that I am flaunting myself, because I'm doing a dance and it's a traditional dance. You know, it's been going for 100 years or whatever.
You know, I've met feminists on the street or after we've done a performance saying, how could you let the side down like that? And it's not letting the side down at all, any more than being a truck driver's letting the side down.
I'm not unhappy about doing this dance. You know, as a feminist, I think that all feminists should do this dance.
She's tough. Ooh, she's tough. My baby's tough. She's rough and tough.
She's
Tough enough. Yeah, tough enough. Tough enough. Tough enough.
I can see us doing things like high society parties.